G'day, it's Craig from Australian Direct, the makers of KickAss products. And I want to do a quick video due to the fact that it's time to go camping again. Everyone's allowed out and about. It's almost Christmas. A lot of us haven't been camping in quite some time. So I'm going to do a few hints and tips on getting our gear ready. It pays to have everything checked over before you go away camping. You don't want to head away and realise you didn't check something after it's been sitting for so long. So what we'll do is a couple of quick videos, a few hints and tips, and let's get started. Cheers. Okay, so first up, the battery, probably the most overlooked item. We all worry about our, our music and our fridge and everything else, but the main thing, the heart of the whole system is the battery. So especially for some people that had it sitting in a caravan or a camper trailer that haven't had it for a while, what we need to do, have a quick physical look over it, see what the battery terminals look like. Are they nice and clean? Make sure there's no corrosion on them. Get out a multimeter. If you haven't got a multimeter, get a multimeter. We need to know what the battery voltage is. I mean, something as simple as a watt meter can plug in and tell us exactly what the battery voltage is. So what we want to do is make sure before we go away, grab a hold of a good AC charger and give your battery bank a good charge before you go away. Don't just rely on the trip getting there or back. If your battery's been sitting there for a while and there's something wrong with it, it's best to find out now. So pre-charge your battery, especially using a 240 volt AC charger. And I really do recommend for those people who are using multiple batteries in a battery bank, actually disconnect each battery and charge them up individually, just to make sure you don't have a bad battery or one over the season hasn't gone bad, and charge them all up and make sure they go through all the stages with your 240 volt charger. So that's the first thing to do. Make sure the battery is fully charged and that everything's connected up and it looks fantastic. So now it's time to have a look over our solar panels. And I'm not sure if you can see on the camera here or not, but these are quite dusty. And one of the things that really mess with the panel is a lot of dust over them. So once again, with solar panels, these are waterproof. So the KickAss solar panels, feel free to get a hose at home and give them a bit of a hose down. Then, for stubborn things, you can just get it once again, a surface cleaner. Give them a nice wipe down on each panel. If there's any bird droppings or anything that's been stuck on there for quite some time, it really does pay to get the panels really nice and clean. So I don't know if you can see the difference between this one panel that I've cleaned up and all the dirty other ones. So now we're at the rear of the panel. We just want to check over things like the legs, make sure they weren't damaged in the last camping trip. We're going to get to fixing it and you forgot all about it. So now's a great time to check everything operates fine. Just check all your junction boxes here, which is all the wiring going into the junction boxes. Make sure it's all okay. Nothing's been cut, ripped, torn out of it. Once again, we want to get up to our Anderson plugs. Even on the back of our Anderson plugs on our solar panel, we also want to check those. Make sure they're pushed in. And like I said before, we want to connect it up and do a test into our battery and make sure it's all working okay. And don't forget as well, what you want to do is make sure you've got it set on the right battery setting to suit what style of battery that you're doing as well. So that's in the instruction manual. If you're not too sure, head over to our website and our instruction manual is online as well, which tells you about the different settings, but that's the little button under there. And we want to make sure in this particular case, it'll be an AGM battery, we want to set it at 0.1. And just make sure everything's working absolutely fantastically. And that way, once again, when you're on your trip, everything's going to be working fine and doing what it should do. It really does pay to do all the preparation, especially after all this time, and that way you really enjoy your camping trip and you've done everything you possibly can. So once again, thanks very much for watching the video. I really appreciate it. Cheers. And remember, if you look after your gear's going to look after you.
If you like that video, make sure you click the like and subscribe button. And if you want to be notified of our new videos, make sure you click on the little bell that's just here. Thanks for watching.